Mr. Matt L, if every share has both buyer and seller, how does RSI get overbought, oversold? Because it would always be even. No. So there's always a buyer, there's always a seller. Like, you can't buy something from the ether, you can't sell something into the ether. RSI is a mathematical equation based on the movement. So the difference of how a price moves, whether it's a market maker, a hedge fund, a retail trader, a high frequency trader, price is moving because buyers, the amount of buying always equals the amount of selling. But what the difference is the price that they're agreeing upon. GME is moving. I don't know, did they announce that the at the market's over or something like that? So there's always a buyer, there's always a seller. But that's the difference. The difference is always what price are the new buyers and the new sellers agreeing upon. So here's a scenario for you. I own a piece of art. It costs me 10. Whether it's a market maker, a hedge fund, a retail trader, a high frequency trader, price is moving because buyers, the amount of buying for 15 million now. So the buyers always equals the sellers. The difference is the GME is moving.
Welcome back, everyone, to another.
It's hedge funds, it's institutions, it's big banks, it's retail, it's high frequency trading, it's all of it. All of those things are making up the current buyers and sellers. Can some of those buyers and sellers manipulate the market? 100%. But I'm just trying to illustrate the point that for there to be a buyer, there has to be a seller. When two different parties, a buyer and a seller, agree upon a price, that's when shares are exchanged, and that's when you see movement, whether up or down. And then people talk about the inflow and the outflow. That's just depending on, are you hitting the ask, are you hitting the bid? But even when you're hitting the ask and the bid, that's still a buyer and a seller agreeing upon the price. Can some of those buyers NFT confirm? Oh, okay, so that's why GameStop's moving up right now. NFT confirm. That for there to be a buyer, there has to be a seller. When two different parties, a buyer and a seller, agree upon a price, that's when shares are exchanged, and that's when you see movement, whether up or down. Matt just had multiple orders edited and executed without any warning, no margin call, had and still had excessive funds, all were AMC. Like they closed the position on you, that's pretty weird. I have 30, 618, $12 strike. If I rolled the following week, does that help the apes? Currently 2005. Two different parties, a buyer and a seller, agree upon a price. That's when shares are exchanged, and that's when. Does that help? So you're for next week. I mean, you're already so deep in the money. I guess it kind of depends on what you do with that money. Are you going to do nothing with it? Are you going to buy more calls? Are you going to buy shares? Are you going to buy calls and shares? It depends on how you use the profit. 43.55 buy wall. Yeah, now we see a sell wall closer to what? 46. Trying to stop the breakout, but we're looking good. We're breaking down walls. I like it. I mean, you're already so deep in the money. I guess it kind of depends on what you do with that money. Are you gonna do nothing with it? Are you gonna buy more calls? Are you gonna buy shares? Are you gonna buy calls and shares? It depends on how you use the profit. Someone I was working with is talking about a 15-minute bearish pennant. What does that mean? Is that bad? I mean, a bearish pennant does have a bearish connotation, but this, right, what we're seeing, trying to stop the breakout. I mean, it actually technically is a bearish pennant. This pennant that you're seeing right now, it's bearish because the stock was trading downward into forming it, but now it broke the opposite way, and we're breaking upward. So yeah, I guess by a technical basis, this was not the best setup, but it doesn't really matter because we broke the opposite way. Someone I was working with is talking about a 15-minute bearish pennant. What does that mean? Is that bad? I mean, a bearish 43.55 buy wall. FYI, ducks 40 calls for 618 were once 214,000 open interest. People cashed out last week and this week, hence why the price is at 40 right now. The hedge shares were sold back into the market. But now it broke the opposite way, and we're breaking upward. Hey Matt, what happens if the free float surpasses outstanding shares? It appears that there's 1.7 million shares left according to Webull. Free float cannot ever surpass outstanding shares. Outstanding shares is free float plus closely held shares equals outstanding shares. It's impossible for the free float to ever pass outstanding shares. Once again, free float plus closely held shares equals outstanding. Outstanding is the amount of shares in existence. Free float is what the public trades, you and I, and closely held is more like insiders that we know can't sell, pensions that we know can't sell. So that's why it's referred to as closely held, because we know that they're not really going to be actively traded. AMC Party is trending on Twitter. Push it, folks. Hashtag AMC Party. Just think, roll the call and continue holding, or should I sell and buy more shares? Which one helps more? The best way to help in terms of the squeeze is a combo of the two. True Trading Group with a massive super chat, $100 shout out to the True Trading Group. So in terms of what helps more, a combination of the two is the best. Calls, out of the money calls, and shares. If you don't want to do that, just shares is better. And then below that, calls is better than doing nothing. So it goes a combo of the two, best option in terms of like getting in the squeeze to happen. From there, what do we have? From there, just shares is better, and then call options. Think of it this way. The metaphor I always use is if a gigantic fire were the stock exploding, or like the squeeze happening, the price going sky high, buying shares is the match, buying out of the money call options is the gasoline. So if you just have gasoline, you're not really going to get anywhere. And you can have a massive fire with just a match, but it's way easier with gasoline. So that's why I say the combination of the two is the best. But if you can only do one, buying shares is better than buying calls. We are moving. All right, the big breakout, big intraday breakout coming right here. Okay, it sounds like the merge store is like currently down. Shopify is down. The website is currently down. So we'll get that fixed, don't worry. Matt, any significance on next Friday being quad witching day? Yeah, just more volatility. Quadruple witching, I have a video on that on my channel explaining what it is, but basically there's just a lot of decisions have to be made, a lot of expiration, a lot of things related to that. So because people are rolling indices, option contracts, future contracts, you just see more volatility. It's not associated with bullishness, it's not associated with bearishness, it's just associated with higher volatility, which recently has been really benefiting us. ORPH free flow is higher on Webull. Please check in and tell me how you would send a screenshot. Also, GME seems like 5 million shares are already added to the outstanding. How do I message Amon? They're going to make a press release when it's done. That type of thing has to be public information. But once again, free float will never ever exceed outstanding shares. It just can't, because free float, outstanding shares, free float is a portion of it. Just threw out my back so can't move. I'll just watch you and send some support your way. Hey, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. We got an explosion. We got that explosion higher. We just hit 46. We are looking A-okay. Let's stand up. Let's keep this going. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. Good. 46. Do I hear 47? I have a screenshot of AMC on Robinhood at 185 on June 2nd. Has anyone ever seen this? Can you send my option stock pick for the anomaly? We see those weird data jumps. It's just them fixing it. You can go back and then check to see if there's any trades that were actually executed on that on the time and sales, and there probably wasn't. Hey Matt, if you had to drop 20K to drop a dip, would you buy today or wait for next week? Currently a $30 average, not financial advice. I mean, I'm really liking the bullish nature today. Like, this is ripping right now. This is ripping. We're looking good. I have three $37 calls for the 18th. Should I hold or roll? Theta is a concern. Love the show. For the 18th, I mean, that's up to you. You have to look at the theta and ask yourself if you're all right with it. I mean, I can't tell anyone what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. For me, I would personally hold, but that's a personal decision. All right, AMC is trending. That's what's moving. Hey Matt, is there any truth to setting huge sale prices? Does it make it hard for the shorts to borrow? I mean, I just turned off my share lending. So it's that simple. Just turn off your share lending. Let's go. Hey Matt, I have a call for 618. I paid 1,450. It's going to would you average down? Not a financial advice. Sydney, it depends on how confident you are in the strike price that you bought it at. If you're still confident, well, yeah, average down. But like, I don't know your personal confidence level. Read my comment, Cybercat. Where is it? Can hedge funds cover their shorts little by little? Yeah, they could, but remember, if it moves like this, they're not going to... it's not like it's friendly. They all want to get out at the lowest price possible. They don't want to be like, oh, I'll do it a little bit here and a little bit higher and a little bit higher. They're not that friendly with each other. Hey man, thinking and hashtag AMC party tweet. Is that what's trending? Oops, sorry, I knocked Barracuda over. Is that what's trending? Oh, how do I see the explore and the trending? AMC party is trending #1. I'll tweet that out. Let's keep it going. I sent that out into the interwebs. Hashtag AMC party. Oh, okay. Now is a good time. Hang on 1 second. All right. I completely forgot about this. This was way earlier. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're looking green. We're looking green. We're looking green. Why is it not load? Let's go to the 1 minute to see the action. Let's see if we can hold. Remember, AMC loves that pattern of breaking out. It comes down, tests the breakout point, turns it into support, and then bounces from there. It doesn't commonly break out and then just rip from there. It usually reevaluates it and comes back. That's just been like historically the kind of the pattern we see. Beautiful bounce in GameStop. It went from 206 up to 227. It went up $21. $21. It tested that pennant from the hourly chart. Is it day trading to buy options that expire that day? If you sell the option, it is, but if it just expires, no. But be careful with that, because like it could be a day trade against you. Do micro buys actually help AMC rise? Any form of buying helps. Like just buying is buying. It's just money flowing into AMC. Green Fridays like this normally lead to huge green to open following next week over the last week in AMC. Everyone strap in and enjoy it. Next level is 6942. Let's get in, oh brother, with some rocket action. You are the man, Matt. Here is your rockets. The magnet has been on fire today. The charting technique of the day, magnets. And the cat. And the cat. Okay, hang on one quick second. It is 1 p.m. All right. Shout out to today's stream sponsor, Manscaped. They are huge supporters of the ape community. They have awesome stuff. They have like a little toiletry thing. They have like shavers, razors, cologne, all that stuff. Don't forget that not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I believe June 20th, is Father's Day. So if you're looking for something to get, this is what I wanted to talk about before. I don't understand at what